what's up? It's your girl, Nique and you are tuned in to Nique at Night. Now, I got a lot of stories to get to, so I'm going to try to rush through this story and get through it without editing. Now, if I mess up, child, I might be a little rusty because it's been a while since I reported a story and just really reported like news and things like that. So we're going to get through it. Okay. Anyways, so in this story, we're going to be talking about how art is really out here imitating life. Somebody has decided, a couple in Georgia rather, has decided to, in my opinion, what it appears, look at one too many Tyler Perry movies, baby. I mean, the timeline just seems very Tyler Perry inspired, and I'm gonna break it down for y'all and talk about it with y'all here. But before we get all the way into it, I mean, have you liked this video yet, and are you subscribed to my channel? Now, I'm an acquired taste, okay? I ain't gonna be for everybody, but if you like news, if you like people with integrity, and if you like people standing on how they feel regardless of how you feel, and you can respect somebody for having their own opinion, then you know this might be a place that you can parlay. With that being said, let's get into this video because, child, I'm like, I seen this and I was definitely on some what in the Tyler Perry fall from grace is going on. Now, these two people right here have been charged and arrested with doing very much what was in the storyline of that movie. Now, it says false imprisonment charges have been filed in Georgia against a self-professed pastor and his wife after 8 people with disabilities were freed from a basement in Griffin. It is alleged in a statement from the Griffin Police Department that Curtis Bankston, 55, and his 56-year-old wife, Sophia, have been operating an unlicensed, group home or personal care facility at their home. They say that this couple basically ran this operation under the guise of a church known as One Step of Faith Second Chance. So it says, according to a statement, the fire department arrived at the home in the morning of January 13th after receiving reports of a patient having a seizure. So here, you know, the police is sitting at their desk doing whatever police do. However, they get a call, somebody having a seizure. To their surprise, they go, it's padlocks on the door. You know what I'm saying? The people is locked inside. And they got these people collecting the funds inside the home. Now, the couple is basically defending themselves and claiming that they were doing the righteous thing, that they were helping these people. And, you know, I mean, that's up to interpretation if they were really helping them or not. Now, I'm going to show you guys them talking about this on Instagram. And then we go talk about a little bit more about this. And we're just going to go from there.
Pastor Kurt.
So, hold on. Before that starts playing, let me show y'all. Okay, so boom.
Pastor Curtis Bankston fights back tears with community supporters. His wife, Sophia, just arrested and now in jail 1 week after Griffin police arrested him. They are dumbfounded, he says, through their attorney at the allegations against them.
There was absolutely no false imprisonment.
Okay. So I'm going to be pausing this, and if you want to hear them talk without pausing, then y'all already know y'all need to go to the source of the information, and this source of this information is the Shade Room, period. But you could just type it in, Georgia pastor and his wife accused of false imprisonment, and it's going to come up, blah, 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 blah. So anyways, so what they're saying is it is absolutely false that these people were imprisoned, okay? And then they're going to talk about how, you know, although they may have had a padlock on the door, that prevented them from leaving, they were very well free to go and come as they please, and they're like, listen, we didn't change the padlock. The padlock ain't even on the door no more, Let's listen to some more.
No kidnapping.
Attorney Dexter Wimbish says the Bangstons have been operating a personal care home in the basement of their home for just over a year, taking in wards of the state and others, disabled, poor, homeless. There were 7 people living here as of last week.
Okay, so as you hear that, okay, they're like, they have been taking care of these people just over a year. And that's why, in my opinion, I think that they really did truly get this from the Tyler Perry movie, A Fall from Grace. If you guys remember the movie Tyler Perry Fall from Grace, then y'all remember this was a storyline. So this movie came out in 2020, okay? This movie came out in 2020, A Fall from Grace, and it's basically of this woman who starts dealing with this younger man, and while she's dealing with this younger man, he's pretty much trying to scheme her and try to bamboozle her and under the guise of acting like he was interested in her, all the while so he could take all of her funds. Now, while the lady uncovered that she had been ripped off and robbed, they found that this was kind of a repeat offense that was going on to multiple people, and they discovered that the son or the guy that ripped the lady off, the mama and him also had a situation where they had these people who were not really competent, like disabled people, locked and chained in the basement while they were getting their Social Security, getting their finances, and they were cashing out on their money while leaving the people in very, very non-livable conditions, chained and not able to escape. One lady, she started to get like a little bit trusted, and they would let her leave and come back. But she ended up blowing the whistle on the whole situation. And, it was revealed that they had this whole scheme and operation going on with the disabled. Now, again, this movie came out in 2020. And as you hear this pastor in Georgia, we in 2022, okay? It says that they have been running this operation a little over a year. So it just sounds like they got inspired by this movie. They saw this movie and was like, cha-ching, we could do that, and we could act like it's a church, and we could get away with it, bada bing, bada boom. That's just what it sounds like, okay? I don't know. But if y'all seen this movie, then y'all know. If y'all have not seen this movie, sorry that I spoiled the plot for y'all, but it is what it is. It's 2022. If you ain't watched it by now, hey, it is what it is. So anyways, so let me finish playing some more. So like they said, that they have been running this operation a little over a year.
Wimbish says the Bangstons have repaired the bolt lock that police say kept residents inside against their will.
So like I said, they listen, y'all say we had this bolt lock and they was held against their will. We done changed the bolt lock. We's innocent. We's innocent and we's helping the people, and we even got a man that's gonna vouch that we helping him. So it's gonna be coming up a disabled guy who's pretty much gonna say, listen, they's a helping me, everybody else done jumped ship and left, but there's a guy who's vouching and saying, listen, they's a helping me.
They were free to come and go as they pleased. No one was held hostage.
Pastor Curtis Bangston fights back tears with community supporters. His wife, Sophia, just arrested and now in jail.
Wait, where's the guy? Hold up. They had a guy come forward and say that he wasn't held against his will. Anyways, I don't feel like going to look for it, but just take my word for it. In this news conference, they had another guy come forward, and the guy was like, I'm sitting here living under their roof, and they're helping me, blah, 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 and he has his little walker or whatever. And then they also talk about how, 7 or 8 of them jumped ship and left up out of there running. Let me go back to the news article and read some more, because I'm just like, are we really living out these movies I see, child? We really out here doing the darn thing. So anyways, where did I leave off? It says, emergency responders contacted police after finding the basement doors were secured with 2 deadbolt locks. Okay, it says preliminary information indicated that as many as 8 individuals resided in the basement of this residence and that they were locked in at certain times by the caretakers, reads the statement. The caretakers have been leasing this property for approximately 14 months. Again, it very much aligns with the release of the movie, and now all of a sudden, I mean, we in January 2022. The movie came out in 2020. I'm just saying. Anyways, it says the caretakers have been leasing the property for approximately 14 months, using the basement as a personal care home for the individuals, which essentially imprisoned them against their will. The couple's alleged actions created an extreme hazard as the individuals could not exit the residence if there was an emergency. Many of the people rescued were mentally and or physically disabled, and they ranged from 25 to 65. So they just picking up anybody. You possibly can't care for yourself. Let me store you on this cot down here with 8 more people. I mean, it says that the church's website describes Second Chance as a program designed to promote the mental, physical, and spiritual development of each participant and empowers them with love, respect, and forgiveness. Okay? And faith as well. Through the meaning and significance of Christian values. Now, what I find a lot of times is I find there to be a lot of nasty people using Christianity as a front to be downright evil, for real. Not saying all, but I'm just saying I find a lot of these pastors, a lot of these churches, a lot of these people, I be seeing a lot of them be very, very judgmental, very evil. Again, not saying all, but I just find a lot of people using Christ and Christianity as a front, and deep down inside, I mean, similar to the Grand Rising people. Have you seen the influx of Grand Rising, Grand Rising this, Grand Rising that, and they be the most toxic people, the people that you see with the most drama, talking about some Grand Rising this and Grand Rising that, and peace, queen, and all that. A lot of them people be the most you look, tally up in your head how many people use that verbiage and those types of I'm in my higher self and my higher being, and just analyze how much drama they be having circulating their lives. I don't know. I'm just saying. I just be looking and analyzing that. Anyways, it says the police statement alleges the couple locked the basement door and that the Bankstons were in control of the disabled individual's finances, medications, and public benefits. The investigation also revealed that these individuals have been denied their medication and in some instances medical care as well. Okay, it says Bankston has denied the allegation and has held a press conference Thursday with his attorney. And, they said that the group was registered with the state and that it claims that the claims that made by the police that about his clients are fraught with misinformation. Everybody inside this home was here on their free will. They were free to go. That's what I just showed y'all. They're not taking anybody and profiting off the backs, blah, blah, blah. So it says, the police statement says that some of the 8 individuals have been placed into alternative housing by State's Department of Human Services, and people could not reach the Bankstons for comment Monday. It was unclear if either had entered a plea to the false imprisonment charge they each face. Okay? And this matter is still under investigation. Now, whether or not they got this from the movie or not, I mean, I don't know. But if you just follow the storyline of this movie, you look at the timeline that this movie came out, and then you look at the timeline of when they start taking in people and renting this facility. I mean, I don't know. It just sounds like, But what do y'all think? What do y'all think about this situation? What do y'all think about, them saying, hey, we're innocent. We're really trying to help these people and we're not trying to profit off of them. we may have had 2 padlocks on the door, but we have since taken them off, and we have replaced it with a regular knob. And these people, even though they were padlocked in, they were free to go and come as they please. Now, maybe perhaps, you know, the entry to the basement was padlocked, but maybe perhaps what they're saying is, you know how like there's the entrance into the basement from inside the house? So maybe they're saying, although they can't go out of the basement padlock door, they possibly had access to go out of the front door from the insides through the other way. Maybe that's what they're saying, even though they had 2 padlocks on there. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're saying, and maybe they didn't watch the movie and get inspired, and maybe they genuinely want to help people. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it down below. Again, I feel like this was, kind of all right. I don't feel like I need to edit it. It is what it is. If there was mess ups and all of that, it just is what it is, baby. But with that being said, that pretty much wraps up this video. If you guys have not visited my website, I believe I named this Stars and Stripes on my website. I have a lot of goodies on my website, and I'm going to be, even though it's kind of close to Valentine's Day, I'm still going to be dropping like a limited little Valentine's lovers pack, you know what I'm saying, pretty soon. So check that out. But my website is www.niqueatnite.com in case you care, or if you're wondering. Go to my website, www.niqueatnite.com, and you can find goodies like adult toys, you know what I'm saying? You can find pajamas, lingerie, and all kind of little cute little items over there. And you can find it at www.niqueatnite.com. Now, Nique at Night is spelled like my channel, okay? Look at the way my channel is spelled. That's how you spell it. And you can even click a link down below. Now, if you've made it this far and you hear me rambling about my website, you hear me rambling at the end, and you already done got the information of the video, I mean, at this point, you definitely should have liked the video. And if you're not subscribed, I mean, you've listened to me ramble about this for, let's see, how long we been talking. We've been talking for 17 minutes, baby. We're acquainted. So hit that button and share with your friends, and let's talk about it down below. All right, on period.